Hello, fourth grade mathematicians. I wanted to give you a little bit of help today with lesson 33. Because I can see that some of you are really struggling with subtracting mixed numbers. So when we subtract mixed numbers, this is what mixed numbers look like. So let's just start with like 9 and 1/3, and we're going to subtract 2 and 2/3 from that. Okay, so one of the things that we can do is that we can, my favorite method is to always start by subtracting our whole numbers first. So when I think about this, I say 9 minus 2. 9 minus 2 is 7. And then I'm going to rewrite what I haven't used. Okay, and then now I did my whole numbers first. Then rewrite. And now I'm going to do my fractional units. So I notice I have 1/3 and I have to take away 2/3 from it. Well, 2/3 is bigger than 1/3, so I have to do some regrouping. So this is the way that Mrs. Gazzetti likes to regroup. I like to take the 7 and I like to break the number bond so that I have a 2, a 1, and a 6. So I'm going to rewrite this one as a fraction. And the fraction, this is my denominator, so the number on the bottom and the number on the top have to be the same. So I just write right on top of my number 1 so that I can see it. And then I'm going to combine these two units. So now I have 6 and 4/3 minus 2/3. And so 6 is going to stay the same. And 4/3 minus 2/3 is 2/3. Okay, I want to show you what that looks like on a number line. So on a number line, I've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So I'm dealing with thirds, so the first thing I'm going to do is divide each of my units into thirds, and that means I need 2 lines in each space. And then I'm going to mark 9 and 1/3. So here's 9 and 1/3. And so the first thing I do is I notice that this is just 1 unit bigger than the whole number. So let's take away our whole number first, which is 2. So I'm going to move to the exact same space. There's 1. And there's 2. So you can notice that this is 1 space bigger than a 9, this is 1 space bigger than an 8, and this is 1 space bigger than a 7. So I subtracted my whole numbers. 1 whole number, 2 whole numbers. So this is -1, and this is -1. Then I'm just going to subtract that was my 2. So now I'm going to subtract the 2/3. So here's 1, 2. And I land right here. And this was 6 and 2/3. Let's see if my answers match. Oh, they match. It's so amazing. Okay. Another way that you can solve these problems, and we'll do another one. We're going to do a different one this time. Let's do 6 and 3/8. And let's subtract 4 and 5/8. Okay, so this is the counting up method, and the counting up method means that I start with this number that's right here that's first, or the smaller number. So I start with 4 and 5/8. And then I figure out, what do I have to add to that to get it to be this total? What do I have to add to that? So to figure out what I have to add to that, I'm going to count up. So just like if I had 5, right, let's get my whole 5 fingers in there, 5, and I want to subtract 2, okay? So I start with the 2, and I figure out what do I need to count up by to get to 5. So here's 2, and then we have 3, 4, 5. Oh, I counted up by 3. So we're going to do just that. We're going to count up, but we have to count up by fractional units first. So we're going to start right here with 5/8. And I know that I have to count on to get to the next whole number will be at 8/8, right? That'll be the next whole number, and the next whole number after 4 is going to be 5. So I'm going to count up. So there's 5/8. Watch me, I'm going to kind of do some little bumps. Ready? So 5/8, 6/8. So this is where I started. 6/8, 7/8, 8/8. So this is 8/8 right here. I've bumped 1, 2, 3 times, 8/8, and then I'm going to go to 5. Sorry, this is 5. So 6, and then I just need 3 more 8s. So 1, 2, 3. So this is a 1/8, a 1/8, and a 1/8. So this fractional unit right here is 3/8. This fractional unit right here is 3/8. And this unit right here is 1 whole. So I can add those. 3/8 plus 3/8 equals 6/8. And I have to add in my whole number. So 1 and 6/8. So I counted up. This is our 4 and 5/8. So 4 and 6/8, 7/8, 8/8 takes us to 5. That's 3/8 right there. Jump all the way to 6. That's my whole number. Right? And then I need 1/8, 2/8, 3/8 to land on this number right there, which is 6 and 3/8. So 1 and 6/8 is our answer. I can solve this problem doing the exact same thing that I did up here by breaking the number bond. So I'm just going to show you how you can do that. Boys and girls, you're going to want to be doing your math on paper before you try to on Zern. Don't just try to do it in your head. Okay, so I'm going to take my whole numbers first. So 6 minus 4 is 2, and then I'm going to rewrite what I haven't used. So 3/8 minus 5/8. 3/8 is too small. I can't take 5/8 from it, so I'm going to break my number bond into a 1 and a 1. And one of these cute ones gets turned into an equivalent fraction, 8/8. We're going to combine these two cute friends. So I get 1 and 11/8 minus 5/8. And so then 1, so we already know this 1 is going to be part of our answer. And then 11/8 minus 5/8 is 6/8. So there's our answer.